Hello, friends. Welcome to Anti-Depressing. This is a show where we talk about everything from liturgy to Lexapro. You might be wondering, if you're watching this via YouTube or looking at this on Spotify or whatever, you're like, who is this other woman that looks exactly like the main lady that is on the show with Chanel all the time? You might recognize her from past episodes. I hope that you do. She's one of our best friends. She's our sister. She's our friend. She's a girl's girl. She's every girl's girl. She's Julianna Nett, and she is our surprise guest host for the next couple episodes while Jasmine is on maternity leave. Jasmine had her baby. Congratulations. And so we're just so excited to have Julianna with us. Julianna, welcome.
Thank you. So happy to be back.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I mean, I just forgot to breathe for a second. I'm so happy that you're here. Yeah, it's going to be so good. I'm so excited. Julianna, like, how the heck are you, dude? What's life like? How are you doing? You were
I'm
just
good.
home?
I've just been traveling pretty much since like June 5th.
Okay.
So I'm like ready to not, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So I'll just be out of town this week and then I'm like here.
Okay.
Which is just nice, you know, because I love the airline miles I'm racking up. Don't get me wrong, but
for sure.
I did the math. I hadn't slept in my bed since July 30th until last night. It's August 19th for reference.
Yeah,
so
I hate that. Yeah,
it was nice. I slept good, and I'm just excited to sleep in it again tonight, you know?
I love that.
But it's been all good things. I love my job. I love traveling to see my family. So it's been all good things.
I love you're like, I'm chilling. I'm tired, but I'm chilling.
Exactly. Yeah.
Julianna, now that you're like back in the mix, you're back at home. Yeah. What are some things that you have planned for this week? Like, what does your week look like? What is Julianna doing?
I am going to a concert tonight. I'm going to see the Wallows.
She's a rager. Okay. Love.
Yeah. And then tomorrow I leave for South Carolina for a staff retreat, which will be really fun. Which will be really fun. And I have a 5.5 hour drive just me and Midnights, which is my car's name.
Okay.
Love her. But yeah, it'll be great. It'll just be me, Taylor, and the highway, you know?
Wow. I'm not jealous of how much that you're traveling because I love traveling, but at the same time, there's kind of like an intimate relationship they have with your own bed, you know, where it's like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and you know that your bed is so comfortable.
I love her. She has 4 mattress toppers.
Yeah. Something about Julianna is okay. So for context, she used to live here in Orlando, and I used to sleep over at her house often. Yeah. And her bed is so comfortable. Like it has like 18 mattress toppers.
It is insane.
It's like that book that we used to read when we were little about that lady that slept on a bunch of beds, and then she had a pea under her bed or something. And am I making that up?
I truly don't know what you're talking about, but I believe
Drop a comment if you've ever read that book. Otherwise, I might have dreamt it. So anyway, just to skirt my embarrassment, I'm glad that you're home at least for a day, and I'm glad you're going to go see the Wallows. The Wallows have this song I like. It goes, it goes. Isn't
it called Are You Bored Yet?
I think it's like,
is that them? I think so. Honestly, I don't know the band that well, but the tickets were cheap and I'm excited.
Yeah. So anyway, it's going to be really cool. They're like pretty groovy. So I'm excited for you. Excited to hear about it next week. So we really want to get to know you.
Yeah.
Because as listeners, I feel like they are just like, we want to know randomly like what Julianna would choose if she had to choose between this thing or that thing. So you're in luck.
Yeah, I'm ready.
If you're a listener and you were thinking that exact thing. So Julianna, are you cookie dough or cookies from scratch? I already know the answer. It's okay.
It's cookie dough every single time.
All right. Yeah. So something about Julianna and Jasmine is that they will eat raw dough for anything. For anything.
Dough, pizza dough. I made crepes the other day. Crepe batter, pancake batter, you name it. I love to kind of kind of get to the edge of almost getting salmonella, but not quite getting there.
She'll really watch somebody. She'll watch somebody crack an egg.
Jump over it.
Yeah, she'll watch somebody crack an egg, and she's like, I still think
what we could do? We could eat that.
Yeah, and she has passed on to her nieces who are now exactly the same.
No, it's true.
It is a beautiful thing to say.
I made crepes the other morning. They were like, could we have some batter? I was like, you bet you can. I gave them each a spoonful.
You bet you can, baby. I mean, at this point, it must be something in y'all's genes that like combat any potential salmonella. So it's probably good. Okay. Salt and vinegar or sour cream and onion?
That's a hard one. I would say old me would say salt and vinegar, but new me is a sour cream and onion girl.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Okay, that's fair. Baseball or football?
Football, come on.
Knew that. Yep. Cruise or traveling by plane?
I've never been on a cruise, but I really want to. Oh my gosh, we should go on a cruise.
Yes. Yeah, I think I was talking to your sister about like we should go on a all go on like a Disney cruise. I really want to go on one of those.
Yeah, no. So there was recently I like had a bad day at work early. It was a couple months ago, and Jasmine was like, "That's it. Let's start saving up for the cruise."
Like we're going on a cruise.
Deal. Yeah. So I want to say just like because I haven't been on one, I want to say cruise.
Yeah. Okay, fair. Yeah, cruises are fun.
Sounds fun.
Arctic or tropical?
Oh, tropical.
Okay, spring or fall?
Fall.
Hot tub or hot spring?
Ooh, I've never been to a hot spring.
But
I really want to go to because the baths of Budapest, aren't those like hot springs?
Yeah.
I would say hot spring. Just like,
yeah, I think you'd like that.
So
yeah. Dogs or cats?
Oh, dogs.
Yeah. Your goddaughter would be offended.
She would. Yeah. I love her so much.
Yeah. Savings.
I just feel like we should explain that.
Let's move past that. Yeah.
I was like, goddaughter? I called Jasmine's dog Frankie, Frankincense, Franny B, whatever you want to call her. I have so many names for her. My god puppy. So that's what that was.
Yeah, follow her on Instagram at...
She's so cute. Mrs. Frankenfloof.
Yeah.
We'll put it on a story.
We'll put it in the notes. Don't worry. Yeah. Okay, so last few ones. Savings or credit cards? Ooh.
Like, I have so many questions about this because my dad's financial analyst.
I know. It's like the first thing that comes to mind.
Do you spend from your savings? Because no, it's your savings. I buy with a credit card, and then I have separate. Like I have a savings account, I have a checking account, and then I have my credit card. Yeah. So no, I wouldn't spend with my savings if that's
okay.
The
Got
question.
it. She is a woman that
credit card because. Plus, you're trying to build credit.
Build your credit so you can buy a house and be a person. There it is. There it is. Christmas or Halloween?
Christmas. I do
gifts.
love Halloween, but I just think the two are not comparable.
No, I feel you. Oh, not comparable. That's a hot take. Okay.
I mean, come on. Christmas is so much better than Halloween.
Whoa. Okay. All my spooky monsters out there, drop in the comments and say which one you prefer.
Halloween or Christmas?
Halloween or the day of Christ's birth. Let's see.
Choose.
Art festivals or music festivals?
Music festivals. I know you're an art festival girly.
Okay, love it. Love my weird art. By the way, look at what I just bought the other day. Look.
What on earth is that?
He's like a little dragon, and you put you put some incense under here, and it comes out of his nose like he's like flaming.
Chanel, it looks like Pumbaa. It looks like Pumbaa got massacred and then was put back together and made that. That is crazy.
He loves you too. He loves you too. Yeah. So last one is, let's choose. Come on, Chanel. Do we want to do bowling or putt-putt?
Are there snacks?
At both.
I'm pretty bad at both.
Yeah, me too. Fair.
But I would say,
I don't know. You're putting your... Okay, that's a good answer.
Because I got to up my golfing game. I'm pretty good at teeing off. Love Topgolf for that reason. But I'm not good at putting. So just for the sake of needing to get better at that, I'm going to go putt-putt. And I've been bowling as of recently, and it was pretty tragic. Also, as a fun fact, just for the listeners to get to know me better.
Yeah, please.
When I was in high school, we did a bowling unit, and there was a bowling alley right down the street from my high school, so we got bused there. And it was 9 a.m, sure, but I associate bowling with snacks. Like, I don't really want to go bowling if there are not snacks. Now, post-pandemic, I'm like, I'm going to, like, wash my hands in between each time before I'm, like, sticking my fingers in this bowling alley, then going for the pizza.
Isn't that gross that we used to do that? Yeah.
Yeah,
fair.
it's crazy, actually. But I tried to order a pizza. Was it gym class? Sure. But I tried to order a pizza, and they were making it for me. And my gym teacher, I won't name his name, but you know who you are. And he went up and canceled my pizza order. Isn't that rude?
That is so
And now
rude.
you might be thinking, Juliana, it was gym class. Like, you're not eating.
But that's
what
like...
kind of a workout is bowling? My first question.
Fair. Yeah.
Okay. And I scored like a 53 because there were no bumpers. So I wasn't getting that good of a workout in, you guys. So I might as well be getting nutritionally fed by this bowling alley pizza.
Okay.
And Coke.
Yeah. There were a lot of points made here. And I think the most important one is that it's not fair to do any kind of physical activity without guaranteed snacks. And shame on your gym teacher. Because that was a missed opportunity to educate about true leisure. Like, you have to eat snacks while you're doing sports. But anyway.
Yeah.
I feel like I know you better, and I feel like I'm excited to continue just asking this or that questions to really just dig right in.
No, I'm excited. You love this or that questions.
I really...
Last year, Chanel came up to my parents' house in Wisconsin. They live on a lake. So our friend Austin came, and we had a family party, as we do. And I would just find Chanel just asking like a random aunt or uncle this or that questions. And she was like, no, think about it. It was so funny.
But honestly, though, your family's so fun. There's nothing like sitting and asking your grandpa, like... this or that question. He's like, what?
And he's like, what? Because he cannot hear. Yeah.
I just love you like so much.
Yeah.
So this is wonderful. Let's just keep it rolling. Juliana, I would absolutely like love to dance. Can you hit us up with some music?
Let's dance, baby.
Yeah. Wow. Perfect. So
amazing.
For our first story today, here's a question that has been trending all over the socials.
Okay.
And it's a pretty deep question that I would love to know because Juliana is she has experience. She has been on many a dates. And she's always one of the people I ask for advice. Like, is this weird? Is this how it should go? How did you feel when you did, when you went here, whatever?
This is true. I Go ahead.
And okay, so I want to finite it. I want to chisel that question down. Not just like, are we
for more clarification?
Not just are we walking to a restaurant, which like okay, that's like obviously something, right? Are we walking to a restaurant? Are we walking like to a bar and etc. But this is like, hey, I want to get to know you. Do you want to go on a walk? And that's it. So is that a date? The socials are saying, the ladies are saying, men and women try to pull this too, do better because that's not a date. That's what the people are saying. They're saying it's not a date. They're saying it needs to include some sort of activity. Like anyone could walk anywhere. I could walk around my room. Is that a date? But you're making me spend gas money to drive somewhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. What are your thoughts here?
Okay, I think it depends. Because I live in Atlanta, so if it was like, let's grab a coffee and walk around the Beltline, yeah.
Okay, but see what you did right then. You included
like an item. Yeah. Or if it was like a hiking trail, I would say that's a date also. But I don't know if you're just like, hey, let's meet at this park and walk.
Yeah.
Yes. But we also have Piedmont Park, so that's really pretty too. So, but like, let's say, okay, so I'm from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you were like, hey, let's meet at Buttermilk Park, which is like in the ghetto of Fond du Lac, I would be like, let's maybe not. So that I don't think, I think there has to be like a certain like part of planning that goes into it and like thought. You know, because
give me more, because people are saying the same thing. They're saying there has to be some sort of something happening rather than just saying like, let's go on a walk. Again, I just walk
think
down
there
the
needs
street.
to be like a time frame, because like if you're getting a coffee, walking, you know, you're not eating. You know what I mean?
Ah, okay.
So I feel like you would have to be strategic about a walk date. But it would depend like where it is. Like if it's at like a nice, beautiful park, yeah, that's a date. Okay. But if it's like, do you want to go on a walk, and it's just like around my neighborhood, and we're like walking past the Waffle House, we're walking past the AutoZone, we're walking past the homeless guy, we're walking past the Kroger.
Is that a date?
I don't think that's a date. But if there's like, we're going to a pretty park, we're going to a nature walk, we're going on a trail, we're going on the Beltline, you know, that I would say is a date.
Okay. All right. So she's saying that when you ask, whoever you are, when you ask someone to go on a walk, think about the aesthetic. What is it? Are you walking somewhere beautiful? Are there things to point out? Or are you just kind of like aimlessly walking around? Because anyone could do that anywhere. So the final answer to that, and my answer as well to that question, is it a date? My answer is no. For me, there needs to be some sort of activity. You need to have planned something. So I agree with Julianna, and like there needs to be some sort of thought. Like, what's going on? Did you just pick a location and we're walking? Because if then, there's so many nice places to go. And hiking, I feel like, falls into a second category of hiking is like not even a walk. That's like its own event.
It's a little more intense.
Because you like bring snacks, you bring water. That's like a whole thing, right? That takes like hours. And so, yeah, so I don't know. So I'm going to keep on chewing on that. But is a walk a date?
Yeah, and if a guy was like, you want to come over, like that I didn't know, and like walk around my neighborhood. If we were dating, sure.
Yeah.
But if we're not, I'm going to be like, are you going to murder me?
It would give murder. Yeah.
It would give murder.
It would give murder. So that's also something, ladies and gentlemen, think about that. And
for a first date, a nature trip, I would never do that. You got to meet in the public space where you cannot hack me to pieces. You know what I mean?
There it is. Is it giving murder? So think deeply about that. So in that note, as we're talking about where to walk, beautiful things to see, etc., our second story is talking about how people are really rushing through and saying that summer is done. They're saying summer is done. I'm going into stores and I'm already seeing pumpkins. I'm seeing pumpkins. I'm seeing leaves. Cracker Barrel released their fall menu. People are releasing, Dunkin' Donuts released their pumpkin spice menu. People are already ramping up. They're saying fall is on her way. One, do you believe that? I personally think it's still summer. It's 300 degrees. I feel like it's still summer. But I think fall officially for me starts in like October. October 1st, I'm like, it's fall. Okay. It's fall. That's my opinion. So like for you, when do you think fall starts? Is summer out? Is fall in? Should we say goodbye to summer? What's the deal?
Oh, I see. I still feel like it's summer. I was just up at my parents' house, and it's very much summer because they live on a lake. So we're just like, poop. I don't know what I was about to say. I think I was trying to say boating and so we were just at the same time.
We were just poop. Yeah.
Anywho, we were just boating, tubing, all the things. I still think it's very much summer. It's like 100 degrees. So, and like I'm still hitting up the pool on the regular. But am I excited that pumpkin spice is back on August 22nd? 1,000%. Because I love the pumpkin cream cold brew from Starbucks. Fair. But that's not to say that it's fall for me.
Fair. Okay.
I think fall starts like, well, it depends where you live. In Wisconsin, I would say September 1st. Because like, that's when it kind of starts getting a little chillier.
Yeah.
I would say like September 15th is like kind of when fall starts for me. I know Jasmine and Steven are September 1st. Kings and queens.
Got it. They're putting out decor.
Their place.
Got it.
But it still very much feels like summer. And especially like living in the South, it stays warm for a long time. So I understand the October 1st thing. That makes sense. Yeah. To me, that feels late. But that does make sense because my birthday's in October and I always associate my birthday with fall.
Yeah.
But I would say September 15th.
Okay, fair. Okay.
That's a fall date because the leaves start changing colors up north at that point. So
okay, yeah,
that's what I would define as the start of fall.
Got it. Okay. I like that. So drop in the comment. I keep saying drop in the comments but keep dropping in the comments, y'all.
Keep dropping
When does fall start for you? And then also, I mean, now that people are saying that summer's out, fall's in. Do you
I don't agree with that, but
you're like, I don't agree, public. So public is wrong there, but do you have a favorite summer memory this summer? Is there something this summer that you did that was so fun? Did you love it?
I honestly did a lot of fun things this summer, I would say. It was very busy because my job is just crazy in the summer because there's like 8 conferences in a row and I don't have to breathe. But yeah, I went on like a little beach trip this summer.
Love.
Which was very fun.
Love.
And that was really fun. And then I also was just up at my parents' and that was a ton of fun. I think I'm tiptoeing around the subject. I went on the beach trip with my new boyfriend and his family, and that was very fun.
Boyfriend alert! Burr, 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 burr. I was totally smiling along, and I was like, "Oh yeah, she went with some friends. She was by water."
I could see your face, and I thought you were gonna be like, well, "Who'd you?"
No, oh no, I was respecting the drop. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, you're good. And then my boyfriend just got to meet my parents up north too, and we got to go like tubing and stuff. And that was really fun.
So, question for you: did he ask you on a walk? Was that a date?
He did not ask me on a walk. He's actually a very good planner. He like planned like our first 3 dates, and then I asked if he wanted to do something for the 4th one. But he honestly plans most of our dates.
That's a word.
Which is nice because I plan things for a living, so it's nice to not have
It's nice to just like receive things. Yeah, fair.
But we have not gone. Well, we've taken his dog for walks, but I don't know if that was really a date. I think we were just like
taking a dog for a walk
and taking his dogs for a walk.
Fair. Okay, got it. Okay, so Julianna has some good, like, in an effort to get to know our new guest host, you know, she has some great water memories. It seems like water is the grounding
pools, beach, lakes.
Yeah, it's the grounding concept in things that Julianna enjoys. So as we continue to get to know her, and you know, hanging out with her man, who is so cute. And so, you know, just like God bless America, God bless Julianna, in that effort. One of my favorite summer memories has really just been, you know, working. We both have like pretty demanding jobs. And I think for me, when my job concluded, or the activity I was planning like a month ago, and now just like one of my favorite summer memories is 2 days ago, I jumped in my pool.
Yeah, you did.
I just like swam. And I was like, this is really nice. And it was warm.
I love your pool.
It misses you guys. And I just swam and listened to music. And I was like, wow, this is just really nice to just exist and not have any responsibilities and just kind of swim and chill. And I've never felt more summer than that moment. So water is what grounds us. So
it truly is.
So yeah. So water is what grounds us. Complete opposite.
What a sentence.
Yeah, what a sentence. So we would love to hear your favorite summer memories. Next episode, send us a DM and tell us something that you enjoyed doing this summer as we mourn summer's eventual departure and welcome I was going to say the Mistress Fall. No, Miss Fall. Miss Fall. Send us some of your favorite memories. For our next story, and we're like doing so good. I feel like we're really just rolling through these.
Truly.
This one, I don't even know if I have a lot of comments because I have a pretty strong opinion, which I would love to hear yours. But Carrie Underwood replaced Katy Perry on American Idol. Okay. I am not a Katy Perryan. I'm not a Katy Perryan. I don't personally, when I heard Katy Perry was like the main, because she was like kind of the main focus of the American Idol judges. So it was her, Lionel Richie, and country Brian.
Is it like Blake Shelton or something? No, he's on The Voice.
Luke Bryan.
Oh, Luke. Oh, I have seen that Luke Bryan. That's so interesting to me.
So it was like the 3 of them, right? And so like I don't watch American Idol anymore. I feel like now it's way too produced. But like Katy Perry was the main. They were like, wow, we have Katy Perry. And personally, I mean, sure, she gave us some like, you know, California Girls,
right?
That ET song,
and then like
and then
Dark Horse. Right?
Dark Horse. Yeah, she gave us some. She gave us some
and
bops.
Then, we got some bops last Friday night.
Friday night, but I'm not like a Katy Perryan. Like I wouldn't go to my Spotify and be like, you know what I really want to listen to?
Yeah,
Katy Perry.
No,
so Carrie
it always
Underwood
just
replaced her.
Firework just pops off around the 4th of July.
Firework, but you know what version of Firework that I love is the one we used to listen to at camp,
where it's like, do you ever feel like a plastic bag? Like a plastic bag. And everyone's going to be like, that's not how you say bag. Or bag.
and the chorus is just plastic bag, plastic bag. Yeah. So that version of Katy Perry I love. But I am much more a Carrie Underwood fan than a Katy Perry fan. And even then.
I love Carrie Underwood. She has also, side note about her beauty, she has excellent legs.
I wasn't going to mention
workout
this.
Routine, girl,
I wasn't going to mention this, but her muscles are muscling.
No, it's inspiring.
She's really doing it.
As a gym girly now, kind of.
No, you are, girl. Lean in.
Oh my gosh.
Lean in.
Yeah. No, I want to be like, drop the workout routine, babes. Because,
her legs are definitely legging. So
when I was in high school, someone did, it was tastefully done. It wasn't weird. Did a presentation on Carrie Underwood's legs and the muscle build and what it would take to,
honestly, as they should though, because her legs are really legging. So So like, besides the fact that her legs are legging, I also think it's appropriate because Carrie Underwood won American Idol. That's like how she got famous.
Totally.
And I just feel
she has such a good heart too. She does.
And like I feel like
her marriage seems so sweet, and
like I think she's a nice person. Like I don't know, Katy Perry has always made me feel kind of like I don't know. I could really care less about Katy Perry.
No, that's true.
I don't know.
I'm just associating this with Taylor Swift right now. I'm like, one time she stole her backup dancers, and that's how we got Bad Blood. Come back to life, babes. So now, for those of you who are not watching, she was like hanging her head as if she was asleep. But
so something about Julianna is that anything that can connect to Taylor Swift, Julianna will have.
I'm gonna say it.
Immediate knowledge of, which is such a gift. But it is one of your talents. I do think that Katy Perry, the fact that she had such a tumultuous relationship with Taylor Swift, but from that birthed Bad Blood is a gift because I do like that song.
It's a good one, yeah.
So thank you, Katy, for that. So, but I am excited.
We got a little Kendrick Lamar mashup from it, so
love that. And so,
but now they're on good terms. They're good. They made up,
she went to one of her concerts, her Eras tours, right? Which like I feel like
she like made a joke when she was playing Bad Blood, so it's kind of funny.
I feel like Taylor Swift's been on tour for like 10 years, but
she has, but it's ending in December.
Whoa,
tears.
So Carrie Underwood, good luck to you, Katy.
Truly,
thanks for your service.
Yeah, no, I think Carrie will offer like it felt so weird to not say Carrie Underwood. Never gonna do that again. I feel like she'll offer such great expertise, especially like going through the show and everything. And she's also very kind-hearted, so I think and people really respect her in the music industry.
Yeah, so I think that'll be good. And you know what? Katy will continue to live on in all the karaoke machines across all the restaurants across the world.
Is she still making music? I honestly don't even know.
She is. She came out with a really like not well done song called Woman's World.
Oh, okay.
And would I recommend anyone watch a music video? No. Would I recommend people even listen to that song? No. It's kind of weird. It's like she's trying to make a statement, but it just misses the mark. So it's kind of a bummer.
Okay.
But she came out with some other songs too. It's giving H&M. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like is it like kind of girl bossy?
It's giving girl boss H&M, Brat Summer. I know I'm talking completely.
We're probably going to hear that on Selling Sunset then.
Yeah, it's giving Selling Sunset.
Yeah.
It is. That is actually, you know what? I have nothing else to say because that is exactly like you are in my brain when I'm what kind of music?
We're like this, baby.
Is it? It is giving Selling Sunset. And for those who have not watched Selling Sunset, you just have to watch it to know what Julianna's saying right now because the music
it's just like girl boss.
It's like only made for that show. So it's definitely giving that. So God bless Carrie Underwood for our last story. We're going to talk about The Bachelorette. We're going to round it out. We're going to talk about The Bachelorette. There has been the most cringiest episode of that show that I have ever seen. Essentially, one of the contestants, Sam M., had some major red flags, and he talked about why he likes Jen. And by talked about why he likes Jen, did he actually say why he likes her? No.
No, he did not.
And was she confused? Yes. Was it completely weird? Yeah. So essentially
so much and nothing all at the same time.
And nothing at all. It was giving brain rot. So he was talking, and he essentially, in brief, was like, I think that you're selfless. Jen said, why do you think I'm selfless? He said, because our physical connection is so strong. She said, what does that mean? And he just said, well, you know, I just love you. I love you. And she was like, what?
But why?
Why? Asks. And he said, because our physical connection is so strong. And then he said, I thought that the Bachelorette would be Maria, who was another girl. Or Daisy.
That part was crazy.
And then he said, and you're stunning. And I know that those things fade, which was also confusing, and firmly expressed that Jen is not his type, which brings me to, I mean, many thoughts on this, which I'm sure you also have, and I would love to engage in this conversation. But firstly, what came to mind for me is, it is the weirdest thing to me when somebody says that, like, this person was not their type, but then they eventually were like, oh no, but like, I love them now. Or like so firmly expressed that they were not attracted to this person, like the person they're with. Now, do I mean that like attraction doesn't grow? And yeah, I totally get that. But
right,
like,
I feel like once you fall in love with them, you're like, they are.
Yeah. Attraction grows, like totally get that. But like, how would you feel if somebody was like, you know, I wasn't really attracted to Julianna at all. Didn't really think she was pretty. And then she just kind of won me over with her personality, and now I think she's attractive. Like, how is that supposed to make you feel?
Yeah, not great. I do have a winning personality, so
A1. Yeah.
I need to be humbled. Anyway, but I would be like, why would you tell me that? Like, that's not super kind, you know? Yeah. But I do get that. 'Cause like there's like people I've dated that I wasn't like super attracted to at first, but then I was like, oh my gosh, you're so fun though. And then like over time, you're like, they are like, maybe like in the beginning, but also this relationship didn't work out. So maybe there's something there.
You know what? I feel like we just therapized our way to a conclusion.
I think we did. Yes. Don't do that.
Don't do that. So the answer to that is it's not right. So yeah, I think like it was weird. I mean, have you had a time to watch the clip, or do you need?
Oh yeah.
Like, what were your thoughts, dude?
I think the funny part was like all of the guys watching, they were so annoyed that Sam got more time with her because they had like the least in common, essentially. But I thought it was interesting because in the beginning she was like, I feel the safest with him when I hug him. Yeah. So in a way, she like is like reinforcing that, yeah, their physical attraction is there, which is great. But in a relationship, you need a lot more than just physical attraction. Ooh. You need communication. I would argue that communication is the most important part of a relationship and for the success of relationships. That's
a hot take. I feel a lot of people would disagree with you, but okay.
Really?
I feel like a lot of people say that attraction is like the main, like that's the first thing.
Who's saying that?
Do I need to make new friends? I feel like people say...
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. It's very important.
Sure.
But if they're going to treat you like crap, it's not worth it. Like, it's important, but also those things fade over time, you know?
So was Sam M wrong when he said, you're stunning and I know that will fade, but I feel like I like you?
Well, I just think that argument of his falls flat because the whole reason he was saying that he was like loved her was because she was attractive. He didn't say anything like, I love the way like you care for this person, or I love the way you think. I love the conversation we have. I love the jokes we make together. I love your sense of humor. There are so many things he could have said, but he didn't. And the craziest part to me was when he just like tried to shut her up by kissing her.
Oh my gosh. That was crazy.
My jaw was on the floor.
So like you guys, he was talking and he literally grabbed her face and kissed her. And
you could tell she was annoyed.
Because it was
she
like
kissed him back, but
like he wasn't saying anything
of
substance. He was just talking. It was so
that
strange.
Must have like there's a few different things here. Either he's watched a lot of rom-coms and thinks that works and has like, I'm going to go full jargon on you. Like a maladaptive relationship belief put out by rom-coms.
Yeah.
And just thinks like, oh, I'll kiss her and it's fine.
Yeah.
Or that's worked in the past because people think he's pretty. Both are problematic.
Both are probably like the conclusion is he is handsome.
He's handsome, but not that handsome.
Having someone talk and then cutting them off mid talk and kissing them.
Yeah, that's actually just super disrespectful.
I fear that only works in movies, and I fear that he has only just seen movies and is not ready for a proper relationship.
Totally.
I fear.
Yeah, that was very alarming.
Yeah, it was very alarming. So, it's red flag city over there. I don't know. What do you think about him saying like, I love you?
I think, again, he was just saying like, I love you because he thought that's what she wanted to hear. Not because he actually felt that way. I don't know if he is currently capable of love. I think he needs to like go kind of explore that with a licensed professional.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna be like,
because when they were like doing like they were doing think of a word when you hear this and fantasy suite, he said aggressive. And I was like, oh, that okay.
That was weird. That was
really weird. A really, really, really weird thing to say.
Yeah.
So I just think there's a lot of alarming things that came out of that.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, you guys, we're going to keep watching The Bachelorette.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to keep having thoughts. But I just am curious about, well, first, I need to make other friends because you guys, is attraction first or is communication first? That is the question.
Well, I think like in order to like want to go on a date with someone, like you have to think they're cute or like you have to have build rapport of some point. Our friend Garrett said like, what are the three things in relationships? It was attraction's important. Interests, yet mutual interests. And what was the other thing? Was it communication?
Was it It was. Mm-hmm.
It might have been. Yeah.
Yeah.
But also I feel like communication comes later because you don't really know that before you go on a date with someone.
That's true. Word. So technically like nothing is, Yeah,
and I wouldn't say like if they're not really communicating, like you don't have to just like break up with them. You kind of just be like, hey, I would love if you communicated in this way.
I would love if we could talk.
Yeah, and like see where that goes and like see what happens there.
Word.
If they're super closed off, then like that's probably not the greatest idea to date them. But I wouldn't just cut them off right away because they can't communicate.
Yeah. So, Jen,
it's a learning curve.
It is a learning curve. So, Jen, good luck to you. Thank you. And at the end of this, she sent Sam M home. So obviously she was like, this was really weird. Yeah. She was like, this is weird.
Especially like in front of everybody. That's just like super alarming.
It's super alarming. So she sent him home. And so for all the ladies listening out there, if someone starts naming qualities about you, don't be afraid to say why. If someone says they really like you, don't be afraid to ask them why.
I'm a big why person.
Like, tell me exactly why. Tell me what you see. Tell me why. And like, it's okay to do that. It's okay to be like, I'm curious for you to give me examples. Yeah. Give me examples.
Like, what instance did you notice it?
Yeah. Because you could just be kind of in a shut up relationship where he just kind of wants you to be quiet. And he's just kind of telling you what he thinks you want to hear. So don't be afraid to ask why.
Yeah, totally.
And and the lesson here is love yourself. Don't be afraid to send a man home. We're proud of you, Jen.
Absolutely.
Sam M, that was super creepy.
Go get what you need, baby girl.
Go get what you need and get what you deserve. And and Julianna, I'm so happy that you're our guest host. This is such a pleasure.
It's amazing. I do want to circle back.
You
said this was the most alarming thing you've seen on The Bachelor.
Okay.
/ Bachelorette.
Yeah.
Do you think that was crazier than Colton jumping over a fence?
Okay, I actually think that you're right, and Colton jumping over a fence was, because I remember watching that and being like, what? Because I thought it was definitely a skit. But then when they were like, no, actually, he really just wanted to escape us, I thought, wow.
That was crazy. And then the way Hannah G flamed him, that was everything.
That was everything. So yeah, wow.
Okay, cool. I just really needed to clarify that.
No, absolutely. And on that note, you guys, if you love this episode, well, just keep being excited, because it's only going to get better from here.
Smash that like button.
Like button.
In the words of Jasmine Jobert and early 2000 YouTubers, smash that like button.
Leave us a comment, affirm us, let us know how great we are. And we're just looking forward to talking with you guys soon, because the world is depressing.
But we are not.
Yeah, we're really, really not. And we're looking forward to talking to you guys soon. Love you guys.
Love y'all.
Bye.